Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigval here, welcome back to another video. In this one we're going to take a look at the fights that I did against Boss Superman and how it went, because it was not that bad. Like last time that Rise of Krypton came back with only 1 week time of completion, that's when I really had a problem with it. It was kind of the same situation at this but on lower heroic, to the point where we had only Nightmare Batman, not Nightmare Batman, how is it called? Collector Ward's Batman and Superman alive, and I had enough time to kill Batman, but Superman would survive with a little bit of health. And this time is not gonna be the case, because compared to that time we have a lot of tools at our disposal, new tools, Nora Snow Globe, Dark Mel cards, Zatanna, so this should go far better. We are on the secondary account, so the resources are far more limited than on the main account, so maybe more relatable to you guys. And yeah, opening up with the first fight, we have Conflant Stockholm here with Nora Snow Globe equipped, Dr. Fate with Firebox, and Shazam holding a level 5 Kryptonite Spear for the passive stats for the team, because we need the clones to have some health. Over here I messed up a bit, but that's fine. Actually I didn't mess up, I backed off on purpose because I want to get all my third specials out of the way before I get the first clone in there. So I can back off and try to dodge his attacks without fearing a super move incoming. There we go, Dr. Fate building a little bit of combo, Conflant Stockholm back in there, and we're going to die to super move, as planned. Clone gets in there. It's not gonna survive for long, like when it gets hit it really hurts. But yeah, third special in there, trying to push him towards the corner. You can combo and chop this man, and you'll see me with other teams try to combo and chop him, but I'm just not taking the risk with the clones. Now I'm just keeping block press and spamming swipe away, because that way you can kind of do, kind of buy yourself some time. Sometimes endlessly, sometimes not really. We're lucky there that we didn't die. We're gonna back off here and straight into a third special after his jump attack. Sometimes he can block, but if you do it very on point, there's a lower risk of him blocking. And there's one more third special to be done with this clone. There we go, enough energy, so I'm gonna let him gap close a bit. And we managed to actually do 3 third specials with the first clone. Now let's see how it goes with the second clone, because the second clone, while it has more energy generation, it's not gonna have that much time at its disposal. Don't want it spawned on the dot area, but my man made sure that this one spawned on the dot area as well. Third special in there. Trying to push him away a bit. We're kind of getting back into a corner here and will not have much room to back off. So I just have to hope that he will not do anything if I do just back off 2 times into re-engaging. Our third special in there, and I'm not sure I'll even generate enough energy for the last third special, but I guess we'll see. I have enough room to do this again. And right now we're gonna let him gap close, and again another third special. This was actually a perfect Conflant Stockholm and clone fight. We got all the percentage hell that could be done. And I didn't think this was possible. At the first I thought that I was too dumb to do it, but look, it worked for this once. Moving on to the next one, we have Brainiac and Zatanna here. We have Dark Mel cards on Zatanna so that she can crit regardless. And we have Brainiac with the LexCorp Port suit. LexCorp Port suit on Brainiac was actually a little bit of a mistake, because I'd rather have the Kryptonite Spear so that he constantly heals. LexCorp Port is gonna give him more health but no healing, and the other passives are gonna be useless for him. We're just gonna spam Special 2 to start off with, to kind of get some free specials in there. Gonna cycle between her and Brainiac at points to generate power or use lethal attack damage. He's not immune to lethal attack damage, so this man is gonna have very high defense and is immune to armor pierce. So if you have armor pierce on basic attack hits, it's not gonna work. So he's got high armor and he's got pretty much crit resistance, but we can bypass both of these because Zatanna's got burning on the third special. We have lethal attack damage, which is not reduced by Brainiac, and we're going to apply burning with our third special. So yeah, third special in there, gonna back off. And yeah, crits with the Dark Mel cards. Sorry for saying we're gonna inflict burning with the third special. I'm gonna say 2 times to make sure that this man has no defense. Nah, the other part is having crits from the Dark Mel cards. Our third special in there, gonna back off a bit. Special 2. With Zatanna, it's not really worth building that much combo because she's got only 1 fast attack. She's gonna be very slow at building combo, so I think the optimal gameplay at the very least for this fight will be to just sit back in the guaranteed crits area and do damage from there. Special 2. Gonna back off. Wait here, wait for him to gap close. Second special again. Third special to refresh the burning. Brainiac back in there, stacking some more lethal and resetting the guaranteed crits area. Zatanna back in there. Got a little bit off crits, but I'm gonna go back in there. Or not really, because I backed off too much. Boy, her swipe back really covered some area, not gonna lie. Brainiac back in there, another special one. We didn't really put an emphasis on Brainiac special 1 stacking here because I wanted to also stack Zatanna's passive and all that stuff. And yeah, we're kind of at peak performance damage at this point. And 1.8 mil per third special is not too bad. 2.3 with a little bit of combo builds. Like, that's the main weakness of this Zatanna, not being able to build combo, because I think if we had a decent combo for this, we'd actually deal far more damage. I'm going to test this out on another fight, where I can actually do proper combo interruption and normal tag-ins, because I can put a combo builder in there like a reverse flash to generate also power, and after I'm done with Brainiac stacking, we can cycle in between them and have high combos, Zatanna third specials. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, this one well enough, as good as it could go. And it did a decent amount of damage. Now moving on to the next one, we have Collector here. He's got no Brainiac, but it's okay, he's still gonna do some damage. We're going to try and push him to a corner. We have classic Superman to reduce the defense. He's immune to armor pierce, but not to defense reduction, because burning does the same thing, but to a lesser extent. It's a little bit less optimal to burn targets. The reducing defense effect is so much better than burning, but there's not too many of them in the game. One of them being the classic Superman. And we're going to... We, in theory, need only 3 of them to get it done, but I'm sometimes going for 4 of them just to make sure it's all in order. Gonna back off again. Into another one. Collector's got the Dark Null cards. We can combo interrupt him. I mean, we can't reliably combo interrupt him, but we can try and actually succeed from time to time to do so. Combo interrupt again. Into a third special. I should let my targets die, because in this fight specifically, it really shows when we actually get the Collector passive. Usually when you have Brainiac in there as well, it doesn't really matter that much, but now since that's our only way to somewhat increase our damage, that's going to actually matter. So we're going to let him generate some power, and we're going to actually tag in classic Superman so that he dies. There we go, it triggers some passives. It's not really worth to let Red Hood die, but... we're going to do a super move with him. Another thing that I could have done with this fight, and I'm gonna do in a fight that you'll see later in the video, is actually add, instead of Red Hood, just Sick Flash to the team, so that we have 3 fast stack hits, so we're always at high combo, and you'll see how that went. Pushing him to a corner, special 1. Re-engage the combo afterwards, into a combo interruption, into a third special. And yeah, that's decent damage. Definitely decent damage here. Like, we're taking away every single thing that would make him be more resistant to our attacks. He's got no defense at this point. He's got no crit resistance at this point. He's just a normal dude. The only bothersome thing being him being a little bit harder to combo interrupt, and failing to combo interrupt, putting us out of the Dark Metal cards area. Not sure why I tagged Red Hood in there, but I did. I guess we got a hard combo there. They're special in there again, 4 million, that's decent. Got hit a bit, trying to push him back on it. Third special. Combo interrupt. Oh, failed to combo interrupt again, more like it. Special 1 to power steal a bit, and we didn't even have that high of a combo anyway. And third special, because I was afraid to combo interrupt there. I chickened out a bit. And yet again we fail. Look, this is not easy to do with characters that I'm comfortable combo interrupting with, but I feel like Collector has kind of a slow opener in terms of his attacks, a little bit, at the very least compared to characters like Manta, Bad Ninja Cat, or Black Adam. Another third special in there. Somebody said in the comments that you can easily combo interrupt him after 2 hits. I don't know, man. I never liked combo interrupting after 2 hits, and it never worked better for me than after 1 hit, no matter how hard the 1 hit was, except for Harley characters. There, it's really so much better. So yeah, if it works for you guys, then it's fine. Just do whatever works for you. Don't try to necessarily do what I do. Do whatever makes your gameplay better. 42, not too bad. We're going to have 2 fights back-to-back with the Batman Ninja team, and they're going to be on 3 times speed, because the fights themselves are not going to be the most interesting thing in the world. But the difference is that in the first fight we'll swap out Robin, because having lethal attack damage would actually damage us, because those are buffs that we're receiving, and using Dark Metal cards for Batman Ninja Catwoman. We have LexCorp Warsuit, which is the artifact that allows us to use a special and then be able to get buffs after we use that special. So we're basically trading the ability to have access to lethal attack damage for the ability to have access to crits and have guaranteed crits. And we're going to try both strategies and see which one of them works better, because the LexCorp Warsuit, it's a little bit of a big thing, and it has a bad reputation, because this is the first time in the game where you're going to go ahead and fight a boss, and you have 2 characters. I think this is the only time in the game where you're going to have to fight a boss. You have 2 teams. That's but the point of release of Rise of Krypton were 2 of the best teams. And unless you pay money to get that pay-to-win artifacts, the teams are going to kill themselves trying to beat the boss. So get yourself LexCorp Warsuit. Now in the second one we have LexCorp Warsuit. Keep in mind we dealt 57 mil damage with Dark Metal cards, so we have to beat that at the very least. And with this one I have a LexCorp Warsuit at level 5. So the Dark Metal cards was level 4, and LexCorp Warsuit is also going to give us passive stats. I mean, it was anyway in the previous team, but not on Catwoman, so it was not actively there, so the passive stats were there. So we had another random artifact. We're basically having 3k more attack in this fight than we have had with the Dark Metal cards, and again we have access to lethals. Now I have to spam third special after every single combo, because the shield is going to expire if I try to build 2 combos. So it's not gonna be the most optimal gameplay in that regard, and I'm gonna get to the conclusion. LexCorp Warsuit actually did so much worse than the Dark Metal cards, and I think I played slightly better with the LexCorp Warsuit for some reason. So yeah, there you go. And this is 45 million in case you missed that, because the fight was kind of too fast. So yeah, the most pay to win, I mean, not really, we have beta Rise of Krypton, let's not kid ourselves here, but the most disgustingly pay to win artifact in the game, you could say, is no longer really needed. I mean, it never was. I don't have it on my main account, never struggled, and I don't feel like it added too much on the secondary account, but now we literally have Dark Metal cards doing more. Now for this team, League of Anarchy has a huge problem over here, a few huge problems. First up, you can't stun, so Harley can't be used here. I mean, you can use her with Arkham Knight Batman if you have him. I don't have him on this account, and having a 50% chance to stun ain't really cutting it for me in most scenarios. And the other problem is, I mean, 2 more problems. 1, this man has dodge resistance. Second problem, this man can't be critted. Third problem, this man has very high armor, and you can't bypass that with the talents, because he's immune to armor pierce on basic attack hits. So we're going to solve the crits problem with the Dark Metal cards, obviously, but now we have to make a choice. We can only solve one of the other 2 problems. We have let's say, reduction of dodge resistance, which is gonna be provided by Harley's passive, and then we would need to have also a defense reduction, which would need a 3rd character. Now what you could do is put Harley and EPI in there, still use Harley as a damage dealer, but just simply not stun the target, and have Classic Superman in there to reduce the defense. But I already used Classic Superman, so I put Harley in there to reduce his dodge resistance, gave her an artifact to provide some passive stats, Dark Metal cards on Joker, and then we went ahead and tried to see how much damage we can do. This is basically a normal fight for Joker, only difference being we're hitting in a target that has 75% defense with no way to bypass it. So our damage is severely reduced, but it's still gonna be something. It's not gonna be great, it's not gonna be great at all, but it's gonna be something. And this is a far better use now that we got Dark Metal cards out of the League of Anarchy team, because previously when I played this without that artifact, I would get somewhere close to 20 mil if I was very lucky, and this adds so much more damage compared to that. though it is not gonna be great damage anyway, but it's a team that you might as well use if you have. You have 6 teams to use at the end of the day, so this team might make it in most people's cycle. A team that I haven't used here and I want to mention is not gonna be used at all because I used Power Girl with Zatanna, and actually was a little bit unoptimal in my regard because Raven plus Silver Banshee plus Power Girl is going to absolutely destroy this if you play correctly. It's gonna deal like easily 150 mil damage, but I just wanted to play Zatanna, so that's worth mentioning. And the last fight of the video, doing a little bit of a cleanup with Collector here. We have removed Red Hood from the team, and we have added Justice Flash for the additional fast attack hits. Justice team is unusable, like their whole thing is armor pierce on basic attack hits and damage on basic attack hits. And since they can't bypass the enemy's defense with that, it's gonna be worthless. Again, could have done the Justice team plus Classic Superman, but they also heavily depend on combo interruption. So I'm just gonna skip that team. Boy, though, I like the fact that nowadays we also got some options on the secondary account in terms of teams. Okay, so we let Superman take some damage, we let Flash Tank super move. That triggered, I think, 3 of Collector's passives. It's not worth to go for the 4th one, the Flash will die too fast. Should have removed the gears if I wanted to go for that one, but I forgot to do so, or chose not to do so. And I failed to combo up here with Flash. Like with Flash, I'm having such a far harder time. There we go, we get hit again. Trying to push into a corner, building a little bit of a combo here, guys. Third special is gonna be almost a 5 mil. That's definitely not bad in our third special. Combo chopped again. Third special in there again. And yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it for this man. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know in the comments where are you at the Rise of Krypton before it ends, and I'll see you all in the next one. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, and subscribe. And the rewards are, as usual, garbage. Bro, it's so cringe that we can't even hope for a chance for Legendary in Dawn of Apocalypse and Rise of Krypton. Just put the Darkseid and Collector in there with the chance. It's not gonna hurt you that much. Look. Goodbye.
This is the future.